Welcome back to Fantasy Revenge Lab. Subscribe, let's begin. That Friday, my boss Clara called me into her office. She wasn't wearing her usual blazer, just a hoodie. No makeup, no formality. That alone was enough to set off alarms in my head. She smiled faintly and gestured for me to sit. "Evelyn," she said almost too casually. "The company's restructuring. Unfortunately, we'll have to let you go." Just like that. No warning. No explanation, not even a thank you. I sat there stunned. That same morning, I had closed a $320 million contract, the biggest deal our department had seen all year. I was supposed to receive a $95,000 performance bonus. My name was on every report and every email thread, every spreadsheet, but all she gave me was a termination letter. I walked out holding a box of my things, my mug, my notebook, my reputation, and she walked out of the building later that evening wearing that same hoodie, humming to herself. 2 weeks later, I found out why she was so calm. She had claimed my project as hers, filed the report under her own name, took the $95,000 bonus. I could have confronted her. I could have shouted, exposed her to HR, posted it all online. But no, that would be too small. Instead, I stayed quiet because revenge is best served with strategy. Over the next few weeks, I accepted a new role as a consultant for a competing firm. Ironically, one of their major investors was the same man. Clara was desperately trying to impress. I knew she'd be presenting my project, my work to his board in a few weeks. I also knew she had no idea the presentation was encrypted with my digital signature, a feature I'd added months earlier for data security. The day of her big presentation arrived. I watched from the back of the room as she clicked through the slides confidently. Her voice was smooth, almost arrogant. "Here's how I turned a stagnant department into a multi-million-dollar success." Then suddenly the screen flickered. Every slide displayed a watermark, in bold letters created and owned by Evelyn Hart. The room went still. The investor leaned forward. "You said you built this." Her voice cracked. I led the project, but he interrupted. "Funny. Evelyn here tells a different story." She turned and our eyes met. I didn't say a word. I didn't have to. He smiled at me. "Aboard. Evelyn, we're excited to have you leading our expansion." Clara's mouth opened, but no sound came out. The silence was deafening. Security escorted her out minutes later. Her hoodie looked smaller somehow. As she reached the exit, I stood up and said the same words she once threw at me. "Company's restructuring. Clara will have to let you go." Her eyes widened. I didn't wait for her reply. Weeks later, my project launched under my name. It outperformed every forecast and the new investors tripled my pay. Oh, but that wasn't the best part. The best part was the peace, the quiet satisfaction of knowing she destroyed herself with her own greed. Subscribe,